There are a number of ways in Navi to bring different visualizations to the dashboard. In this video we're going to be looking at displaying indicators. Indicators are a method where we can take a Boolean value, which is a true or false value held at any level of the dashboard, and put a visual representation on the left hand side of each tile. So if we go and have a look at some of these, we'll see here we have no Boolean values or true and false at this level. We'll go down a level. You can see we have activity approved there is set to true, and under review is showing on the tooltip is also set to false. So let's copy this window and we'll go into the dashboard designer. We want to go into the analytics builder, and in here we are currently working on the project execution. So we know we've got our two indicators at the activity level, so we'll click on indicators. Up here we'll click on add an indicator. This will show us a list of all the true or false values we currently have on this level. So we have activity approved as a true or false, so we can put in a display name for it. We'll say approved. We'll set this indicator to go off if it's true. If we're looking for true activity or false, we'll set this one to false. That'll show us any activity we've got in a hierarchy that isn't currently approved. And we'll make that a orangey sort of color. We'll click save. We go back to our dashboard now, and you'll see on the left hand side we have this indicator, and it says activity approved, and it's got an orange indicator. So we probably need to fix the wording up there. So we'll go back to here, we'll go into edit, and we'll say activity not approved. We'll save that, and we go back to our dashboard here, we'll refresh it, and in the tooltip it tells us we've got an orange indicator on the side, and that indicator means the activity is not approved. Going back into the activities, we know we may well have another Boolean on this one under review. We'll just say activity under review. This is true. We'll pick our color. I'll make that a blue color. Click save. They are the only two Boolean values we have on here. So we'll go back to the dashboard, refresh it. So you can see now that every single one of these tiles somewhere has a child, except this one, that has an activity that meets one of those two criteria. You can go over here, click on the indicator button, and we can show only the ones with activities not approved, or we can highlight both of them, and we can choose between any or all. So anything now will have to have both those indicators set to true. I'll turn those off. All right, so going back to our next level, you can see each of those tiles that are responsible for showing that indicator. If we go down another level, we'll see we have critical work order and quality block set for these tiles. This is the work order level. We'll go back to our indicators. Go back, we'll go into the work order level, click on indicators in here, add new ones, critical work order. We'll just say work order true. We'll leave the color as red. We know there's another one here, quality block, blocking work order, and we'll make that one that sort of color there. Save. Now we go back to the top level here, projects, refresh. So we can show a maximum of 4 indicators on the side, but you can have as many as you want. They'll be listed on the tooltip. So you've got a bit of a color merge happening here. So the orange and the pink are sort of bleeding into each other, orange and the red, sorry. So we go back into here, we'll get that red one there. We'll pick a different color. We'll make that yellow. Go back here, refresh now, and you can see it's a lot clearer. Drilling down to the last level, the work orders. So we've got critical work order. You can see these are the two over here that cause the indicators to be turned on. Going down into the work task now, we can see on the work task we've got critical work task and labour issue as two Boolean functions on here. So we can go back here, we'll go back out of here, we'll go into the indicators on the work task. We'll go up to here, we'll add critical work, I'll say work task. We will make that colour around there somewhere, save that. We'll add an indicator here and we will labour issue, work task, labour issue, and we will make that aqua sort of colour, which we haven't used yet. I'll go back here, we'll go back, refresh this, take us back. So you can see we've got 6 indicators on here, but only 4 are showing. 4 was a design choice we made. Otherwise it just becomes just a big mess of colours over there. And that is how you use indicators. We have a report up here under reports. We have indicator status, where we can go through and we can show all the projects and the level, the record, and the indicator status. So if you want, you can export this to Excel. This is 179 pages, so 179 pages of 50 per page. You can do that in Excel and do whatever you like with it. You can also go by work task. You can say, I just want to see labour issues on work tasks, and it'll just list all the ones with labour issues. Click home will take you back. And that's indicators.